Hello to all my dear students. Today, in my audio message, I am going to ask you a question, and it will be great if you could write back to me answering that question. And you could answer me back on any of the channels that you like, maybe Instagram, maybe Telegram, maybe on these audio channels like Spotify or Anchor. And the reason I want you to respond to this question is because I feel that when you speak it out, it sets you free. So, what is this question which is sort of holding you, or maybe holding you back? So, what I want to ask you today is: has there been an event in your academic life which changed your life? And this event could be a positive event, something that happened in your classes, your ward experiences, or any other place with a senior, right? Which had a lasting positive impact in your life, and it showed you the way and forever kept your journey illuminated. And on the other hand, there could be instances which are still holding you back. They give you this self doubt, they give you a sense of fear, a sense of insecurity. And, you know, either which way, I feel that recalling it and speaking it out will sort of help you ease in the burden that you are carrying. I would start off with actually maybe something, an, a negative event that happened, and because of which you are still holding yourself back. For example, lately I've been interacting with a lot of young doctors who are uh, preparing to be specialist or super specialist. And although I do feel that once you are already in the process of doing your MBBS, I feel that there is a lot of things that you've already taken care of. There is a lot of hard work that you've already done to reach where you are. But somehow there is this doubt that lingers on in their mind that makes them feel that probably they are not capable enough of doing as well as others. For instance, it could simply be that when you were preparing for your MBBS entrance exams, you had set a goal for yourself, right? It could be a goal of getting into central institutes. It could be a goal of getting into, top state colleges, and so on. But it could also happen with so many of you that probably the day wasn't the best one for you, and you know you landed up maybe not in the best place that you had to be. And this sort of gets on to you right from the beginning. You feel that since you were not able to make it happen when you were trying to enter into MBBS as a curriculum, you will not be able to do it even for your post graduation or your academics further on. Now, I want you to realize that when you are preparing long back for your MBBS exams, the preparation strategy is quite different. You are doing a lot of things or appearing for a lot of things in your exams which were not your forte, right? They were you had to appear for physics, you had to appear for chemistry, the curriculum was different, and there were so many people fighting it out with you to get into this amazing career of becoming a doctor where you are able to touch lives and make so much of difference. And now, when you reach this place, you see, oh, because you couldn't make it to the best place at that time, maybe you will not be able to do it even now. And I want you to come out of this myth. I want you to realize that you are all blessed with a lot of potential. It is not what you have done so far in your life that will determine where you will reach. What will decide where you will reach now is what you do with your life now. You have to let go of the past. You have to sort of not feel guilty about it and gather the courage that you will be able to do as well as anyone else who's competing with you in this journey. You have to understand that there is this, I would say when God created you, He created you with a lot of special values. There are special things which you are made up of, and you need to realize your strengths. This is what is absolutely essential. Maybe there are certain things that you can't do best, but there are going to be other things that you're really, really good at. And once you start realizing that you have these incredible things that you are made up of, you will realize how much potential you have. But now, how do you get this self-realization that you have the same amount of potential, capacity, strength as anyone else? To reach to this zone, I would say I often put it like this, that if there is a circle and you're going in a circle, you will keep going on in that circle if you move with the same velocity. To get out of that circle, you have to change your velocity. You need a trajectory, a change to get out of this loop and to go into the other circle. So what are these circles? So there is a circle of negativity and there is a circle of positivity. You have to decide which one do you want to stay in. And if you are in the circle of negativity, as I said, if you keep going the way you are going, you will probably just going round and round and round and would not be able to see the change that you really, really wanted to see in your life. So how do you change your trajectory? How do you get that velocity, that acceleration that is required to push you into the other circle, the circle of positivity? This change of velocity that I'm talking about is not literally, I don't mean that you start running around. What I really mean is you need to gather small, small victories. These small victories are the ones that are going to give you the required velocity, the acceleration that you need to change your circle. So these small victories is what you have to start gathering. See, if you straight away focus at a big target, it seems quite impossible. It seems overwhelming, and it seems that you are not going to make it that far. So either you quit before, or you make a choice out of fear. A choice out of fear is not going to be what you really need. You need to make choices out of hopes, right? So how do you get these small victories which give you hope, right? So this could be a small target that you can keep for yourself. For example, get into the leaderboard. So you try and do your best when you are giving a test, and just try your best out of it, and just see that even if you once come into the leaderboard, you are going to jump up and down with immense happiness. Although you also know that this probably one test where you came in the leaderboard does not really decide anything. But do you see what it gives you? It gives you hope. It is the small victory that you needed to realize your potential. It is the small victory that you needed to change your zone, to change your circle, and land up in the circle of positivity. There could be many such ways of trying to gain these small victories. So coming into the leaderboard and the various tests that you do or give exams is one way of giving you hope, of giving you this enlightenment that you can make it happen. The other small victories can be when you're interacting in the classes with the faculty. Now, what could those small victories be? The small victories are like, when we are teaching you and we ask you a question and you're able to answer that, just like many other people. So many people answer it. There's nothing special in anyone answering it, but you answered it, just like a lot of other people. And then the faculty calls out your name and says, So and so, you're right. That's a very good answer. Does that pump you up? Yes, this is the small victory. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgement by the people who matter, right? By the faculty whom you look up to, whom you really want to be like them. If not in physically, what we mean is academically, right? You want to have your strengths just like them. So they calling out your name is like this little, you know, adrenaline rush in your body. Okay, man called out my name, and she knows that I'm there and she knows that I'm answering it right, is what you need. What else could be these small victories? So sitting in a class where there are 100 other people, and probably you think you make no difference in this class, but you just went up to the faculty to ask your doubt, and the faculty says, "That's a very intelligent question that you have asked, and I'm glad you're finding out the why for it. You will go a long way." What does this do to you? It makes you smile. It makes you smile with this beaming confidence that, oh, I had come to ask a doubt, but the response is that it's a good question. It's an intelligent thing to be asked. I am making efforts. These are the small victories that we have to look out for. And believe me, a collection of these small victories will give you the much needed trajectory. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you have done so far. What matters is, as I said, what you want to do now. So make those small efforts to get those small victories to eventually give you the big one that you really need. I hope that, when you realize that you are in a situation like this, and now when you will make a conscious effort to gain these small victories, you will make a big difference. I hope I'm able to also give you this hope that if you haven't really done well so far, you don't need to be a topper in your first professional or topper in your second professional and so on to really do well in life. Even if you are average, I would say average is awesome. Why? Because the average people often do not know when to stop. They just know that they have to go on and on and on. And this zeal that they have to go on and on and on, because they know that to reach where they have to reach, the only way is hard work, gives you awesomeness that you need. So do not regret anything that has happened so far. There is a reason behind everything, and eventually, when you connect the dots of your life sometime later, it's going to make a beautiful story. So take charge of your life from now on, and I would say look out for those small victories in your life. Feel excited about them. You know, try making a note of these victories. Anything that you collect. I was in the leaderboard on this day. Make a diary. A lot of times people make diaries of events that had a bad impact on them, where they were left shattered. I want you to do the other way around. I want you to make a diary of your small victories. They don't mean anything to anyone else, but they will mean a whole world of confidence for you. They will mean a new life to you. Lots of love and good wishes from Dr. Deepti.